Good morning. Today we're going to talk about how to use a bilingual dictionary. Okay, so STAR is approaching and you'll need to know how to use a bilingual dictionary. Why? Because you can't use Google Translate on STAR. So if there's a word and you have no idea what it means, but it's a keyword for a question, what can you do? You can look it up. Okay, so normally you would just pop this into Google Translate and get your answer. Or like maybe you have a whole sentence that you don't really understand. So what you can do is find one or two words from the sentence that you think are important and look those words up. So that way you have a better understanding of what the whole sentence means. This is going to take a lot more time than using Google Translate, but you all have extra time to take your test. So you have plenty of time. So please look up these words. Okay, so before we can look up a word, we need to make sure we know how dictionaries work. Dictionaries are in alphabetical order. That means A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Okay, that's the alphabet. So anything that goes in that order, A at the beginning, Z at the end, is in alphabetical order. So if you need to find a word, you need to look at the first letter first. So let's say you need to find the word demonstrate. Okay, so you have this in one of your sentences, and maybe if it's even a direction and it says demonstrate your knowledge by blah, blah, blah. So you need to find the word demonstrate so you know what it means, so you know what you're supposed to do. So first you need to look for the letter D. Okay, so I have a bunch of time to take this test, but at the same time, I don't want to just waste time looking up stuff in the dictionary. So first I need to think, is D at the beginning of the alphabet, the middle, or the end? If you're going to be using this a lot, if you're going to use the dictionary a lot and you have a hard time with the alphabet, write it down, okay? Whenever I have to alphabetize things, so whenever I have to put stuff in alphabetical order, I write down the alphabet or make sure that it's somewhere that I can see it, because it's a lot quicker than me trying to mentally sort through where the letters are. Okay, so write it down. So thinking, once again, is D at the beginning? I can look. Oh, yep, it's right here. It's at the beginning. So I'm going to look at the beginning of my dictionary. I'm not going to start at the end. I'm going to start at the beginning. Okay, so now I found this page here. Starts with D. So I'm in the right area. So next, I'm going to look at the next letter. So the next letter is E. Well, here I was at D-A. So I need to think, does E come before or after A? Well, I know A is the first letter, so it's going to come after it. But if I wasn't sure, I could just check here. Oh, yep, E is after, so I need to keep flipping through. So now I'm on demure. Up here, it tells me the last word of the dictionary page. See, demure is down here, so it's telling me up here. So I'm in the DE section. Well, actually, I'm in the DEM section, which is exactly what I need if I'm looking for demonstrate. Okay, so to zoom in on here, I have demon, demonstrate, demonstration, demonstrative, demonstratively, which they spelled wrong, demonstrator, and demoralize. So fortunately, I have the definition right here. Demonstrate, the translation. So it tells me demonstrar or probar. Okay, so either of these are going to help me out with that. So this was an easy one to find. Sometimes, though, the situation can get tricky, especially if you have a homograph. So a homograph is a word that is spelled the same as another word, but it has different meanings. So the only way that you can really tell which meaning you need is through context. So let's take a look at this following sentence. She looked down at the bat in her hands. Okay, so she looked down at the bat in her hands. We're thinking about the word bat here. So when I think about bat, I immediately think of two different things. Either A, the flying animal thing that's kind of like a rat, but it flies, or a baseball bat, right? So she looked down at the bat in her hands. Well, actually, this could go either way, right? She could be holding a bat in her hands. Maybe she's a vet or works with animals, or she could be holding a baseball bat in her hands. So we're still not really sure. This sentence doesn't have enough context. So am I only going to look at this sentence to try and figure out what bat means here? No, I need to read the sentence before, the sentence after, the whole paragraph, see what's going on. Maybe this is the question in the STAR test and it says, what does the word bat mean in this sentence? She looked down at the bat in her hands. So you might have to go back and read the whole paragraph. Okay, so now here's the sentence before. Finally, Marla found her baseball. She looked down at the bat in her hands. Okay, so if she's talking about her baseball, then we're probably not talking about this kind of bat, right? She has this kind of bat, a baseball bat, because she has a baseball also. Okay, so now what we're going to do is some practice. So go ahead and look back up on the board. Elsie, because you are at home, you're going to have to do some practice on your own. Hopefully you have a dictionary so that you can just practice looking up some words as quickly as you can. Okay, bye.